all I'm doing here is sending this nut from the good end down to the cut end so that I can straighten out the threads if they're a little, see, just one of those. And I'm just gonna run that through a couple of times to get that cut head nice and clean. Okay. Now I'm going to try and send it in from the cut end to make sure I don't have any tangles. Right, now that goes in real easy. So there's my new set screw. Good for at least another 400 or 500 rounds, maybe twice that much now that I'm down to 45J. But that is my set screw. So when the one I'm currently using breaks, what I'll have to do is disassemble my gun, pull out the bolt, pull out my heat gun, heat up the very tip of the bolt where a piece of this will be stuck inside of it, wait until it's really hot, and then go through the pain in the ass of threading it out. And then I will have to do the same thing with the other piece that will be broken off and stuck inside of the firing pin. Then I need to let that shit cool off. Then I need to put a little red Loctite on either end of this, screw one end into the bolt, or excuse me, screw one end into the firing pin, turn that upside down, holding it with a pair of tweezers, set the bolt down on top of it to where I thread the end of the set screw into the hole at the end of the bolt, screw that on like that, make sure it goes in straight so you're not, so you got a real smooth, sliding with your bolt and your air chamber, and you're good. That's all it is. It takes a while to get good at. There's a handful of steps, and you definitely don't want to bypass the red Loctite, or else this will come unscrewed eventually, especially through rapid firing. And when it comes unscrewed, it will either break or it will just come undone, and your firing pin will start causing catastrophic damage to your bolt, potentially. But that's all I'm talking about when I say all you have to do is change your set screw. That right there cost me, I think, 17 cents. That beats the hell out of spending $150 if you ask me. Over and over and over every time that breaks. Fuck that. You can fix these on your own. As soon as I break my next set screw, I'm gonna record a repair. And you'll even see that my bolt on one of my VKSs has visible damage at the thread where the set screw goes in, and I'll get into how that happened and why when I make that video. It still works flawlessly every time I put in a new set screw.